Namaste. So now let us cover out standard form contracts. So have you ever signed, I'm sure that you have, a contract while opening an account, for example, on Facebook or on Google? Have you ever read that contract? Nobody reads. They have voluminous contracts. The liability is imposed on you. The companies go scot-free and they exploit you via contracts. So for example, when you upload photos to Google or Instagram or Facebook, it actually becomes their property. And that's written in the contract. When you say, I agree to those terms and conditions, जब आप करते हैं, that's a standard form contract. So that is what it's legally known as. So in a LLM entrance, कभी ये standard form contract आ जाए, तो ये याद रखना है, what sort of contract are we talking about here, all right? So they are concluding contracts in standard form. There are a lot of fine prints and legal terminology that the companies use to basically to grab you. Let me just grab this as well. So it's a take it or leave it basically situation. So for example, let's say that you enter into a home loan with a bank, but you're not exactly, you just are about to enter and you're not liking the home loan conditions, terms and conditions. Will the bank actually alter the contract for you? No, it's a standardized contract, therefore it's known as standard form contracts, all right? So exploitation by MNCs, so they're also known as contracts of adhesion. Write this down. They're known as contract of adhesion. So the individual merely adheres. What is adhesion? ADHESESION. Adheres means ADHERES means you're just obeying to the command. That's about it, right? So for the LLM people, please write this down. It's Henderson versus Stevenson, wherein the protection against the standard form contracts. LLB guys, no need to write the judgment. It's not for you. LLM people, please write down Henderson versus Stevenson, so that reasonable time / adequate notice is given. So down there is a doctrine of theory of fundamental breach. Now why have I added this lecture to the LLB entrance as well is that, like for example, let us say the doctrine of theory of fundamental breach shows up somewhere, तो फिर fundamentals से fundamental याद आएगा, and then you will be like fundamental rights. अरे नहीं नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं, ऐसा तो बहुत गड़बड़ हो जाएगी. Theory of fundamental breach relates to standard form of contract. So it's a doctrine, that means it's a system of law. So it is there to control unreasonable consequences of wide and sweeping exemptions. So every time you enter into a contract with a company, they'll be like, you give us full freedom to do whatever in the contract and there is no liability on us, etc., etc. Now the theory of fundamental breach basically protects you from a wide range of consequences. So let us take an example of a car. So for example, let us say that you buy a car from a company and tomorrow some gearbox mein koi problem aa gayi. So it is okay, it is understandable. But let us say the car blows up and the company with the you have signed that there is no liability to the company, the car is as is where is basis, we don't know what happens with it tomorrow, etc., etc. But the car blew up, let us say the engine blew up, and you're like, मैंने इसी बात के तो पैसे दिए थे, I paid for this stuff. So the contract has been fundamentally breached, and it doesn't matter कि जी contract के अंदर क्या लिख के दिया था मैंने आपको, what I signed up for. No, it does not matter in standard form contract, because they are standardized contracts. No customer basically reads the contract, right? So hopefully this funda is clear. Now write down a legal term, both the LLB and LLM people, that is contra proferentum. PROFERENTEM. So this is basically, the doctrine is against the offerer. So let us say the court gets a standard form contract where it's clear that the customer is being exploited, and let us say that the terms are very ambiguous. So they will be read against the draftsman, the person who created the contract. It will be read against you. So the court is going to say the contract that we are going to use the narrower interpretation. So that is, the doctrine is contra PROFERENTEM, proferentum, all right? Now if any doubt arises, the ambiguity is against, basically it will be read against by the court, against the person who inserted these provisions in the contract. So we are going to use the limited construction. So let us say the contract talks about that they are going to take away your cars. Now how many? So wider interpretation method, we are going to include all contracts, but using the doctrine of contra proferentum, the court will say it's a limited construction. So the court will tell which car was being talked about. So it is against the person who is making that standard form contract to exploit the other. All right, and UK mein, it is the Unfair Contract Terms Act 1977. All right, and basically therein negligence is also covered, but in our cases in India it is tort. So only for the LLM people, just write down Unfair Contract Terms Act 1977. ठीक है जी. Okay, that's about it for standard form contracts. No need to write anything more. We'll move on to the next lecture. All right, take care. Bye.